You're listening to Productivity Monsters in the Morning. We are the energy volt your real estate business needs to get you up and out and excited and productive for the day. We go over trending topics and things that really matter in the market of the moment. Here are your hosts, Tiffany Hampton and Brooke Silva.
Good morning.
Recording in progress. I hear that 8,000 times a day.
Yeah, no, I know. How are you?
I'm excellent. Visiting a market center today out in Westford, tech drop-in, their company meeting. It is going to be a fabulous day.
Yes, absolutely. I was in Andover for their shareholders meeting, and then we did a mastermind, which was so much fun.
Nice.
Yep.
It's amazing what you get out of a mastermind when you mastermind correctly. And I have a lot of friends who are petrified of them. And I'm like, why? They're like, we don't know what to talk about. I'm like, well, nobody knows what they're going to talk about till they get there. And then you decide on what to talk about as a group.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, yeah, what do you think a mastermind is?
Right. Well, and I get in a little bit of trouble because I don't want to pre-plan. I know, me getting into trouble. Who does that? I don't want to pre-plan my class from start to finish.
No,
because there needs to be engagement. Well, classes too. I mean, yes, you need to have this is what it's going to look like, but 80% of the conversation needs to come from your audience.
It does. And I let that happen this week with Fall River when I was there with South Watuppa. We were there for an opportunities workshop and they were doing a great job. And then we had to pivot for a little bit to get back to a level of understanding where everybody was at the same level of understanding. And that derailed us a little bit. And I got permission for us to work during lunch, but it was amazing how we needed that extra 20 minutes of understanding so that we could move forward as a group to finish the workshop. And oh my God, great workshop. And the amount of posts I'm seeing about this one workshop, I've been tagged so many times. It's one of those super exciting ones. It was such a good workshop. And here's what made the difference. The people who were in that room might have known a lot of what I went over, but they were there to level set and go back to the beginning with their opportunities because they saw that their sales were dipping and they knew they were doing something wrong. And a few of them are really busy and need leverage. And no, they have no idea what they do in their world. So this was like a mid-year pipeline reorg.
Mm-hmm.
And it was impressive. It was impressive how they poured in and then they took action immediately. All of them, unless they left early, left with 2 pipelines completely set up with listings and buyers.
Yep. Yeah. And, not our topic today. And yet June 30th, you should be 65% to goal if you're a real estate agent. Mm-hmm. Yep. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about being impeccable with your word. I listened to the 4 agreements yesterday on my way back from Andover. My favorite part of traveling is the amount of knowledge I could put in my brain on the run.
Lately, I'm listening to stupid podcasts on the way home. I'm smart in the morning. I'm dumb on the way home.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you have to fill your head. I mean, you have to fill your head with nonsense a little bit. Just a little bit. So being impeccable with your word, there's 2 ways to look at this. It's the internal and external, right? The external, and I mean, you know me well. If you're not impeccable with your word to me, I'll give you a few chances. And then in true Tiffany fashion, you're dead to me.
Right.
Although we've decided that that's not really true because I'm a lot more patient. Is that not the conversation that was had behind my back?
It wasn't behind your back. You were on the group text message. You just chose to ignore the group text message.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, there are. And I think the dead to me is I've lost trust in you.
Yeah. It's just your really, Jersey way.
Yeah, it's just my Jersey way of saying you've literally lied to me You told me things that you would do and you didn't do it. You were not
That's-
impeccable to your word and you're done. So that's
Yep.
the external piece, right? And then there's the internal piece. Are you impeccable to the word to yourself? And I think
Right.
that's the most important part of it. Like, people come and go, they disappoint you all day long. It is what it is. And, but you can't hide from you.
You can't. And you've been in rooms with these people where you're like, does that person actually believe that about themselves? Like you look behind you and you're like,
Yeah.
What? Like how many lies has this person been feeding to themselves?
Yeah.
Then now it becomes the truth.
Right. Because at the end of the day, right, like, when it all comes down to it, it is really hard to stay on task to be the best person you could possibly be.
Right? Especially when you've been conditioned to show up a certain way through past trauma or the way you were raised or by what you know or don't know. How we show up is you can change it.
Yeah.
If it's
And I
negative.
use, I'm a fixer by nature. Like, give me the problem, here's the solution, and I just get it done. That's how I rolled. So moving from a fixer mindset to a coach mindset, like, I went from telling and doing to asking great questions. And there was a period of time where I was like, I don't know if I'll ever be that person because I'm not built that way, right? And all it ended up being was conditioning myself for change. And it's that one little change every single day. And at one point it just snaps and you're there, right? But be impeccable to your word in that I desired to be a MAPS coach and I needed to do certain steps to get there. And all of those times when I said this is what I was going to do and I didn't do it,
Yeah. You hurt yourself the worst when you do those things.
Yeah.
Like not protecting your calendar or
yeah, my calendar was a hot mess this month, really. It'll clean up after the 15th. It always does. The first 2 weeks of the month is like chaos on calendar.
Yeah, but you have the ability to put in a block to protect your emotional and physical well-being.
I do, but I'm not impeccable to my word around it.
Nope, that's why we were on a group text and I ratted you out to your assistant.
I know.
Be impeccable to yourself. I coached you and I said, well, what would you say to me? You're not protecting your time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not protecting your calendar. You are not time blocking efficiently.
Right. Well, and at the end of the day, and there's two sides to that. Like, I'm not going to back down from that's what needed to happen for the first 15 days of the month. However, it's only for shush period or season. It's a period of season. It's not forever. And I'm okay with that. I ate lunch, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there.
That is the worst.
I know. But next
you are the worst to yourself.
I'm not impeccable to my word. Like, I told myself, like, every morning, an hour exercise, right? Listen to a great book, do those things. You shush. She's over here yelling at me too.
Right? That's because she gets it. Everybody's coming at you and you're like, everybody's picking on me. No, you're picking on yourself.
Go, Chris's room. Go.
All right, friends. So if things aren't lining up in your goals, Tiffany's message today is, are you being impeccable to yourself first in the word? Yeah. Because other people around you are picking up on it.
Yep.
And seeing it.
Yeah. And how you treat yourself, others will treat you as well.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Go out there, be good.
All right. Let me know if you need anything, my friend.
But not today, because her calendar can't accept it.
It's true. Yeah. We'll talk next week. Bye.